Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at some actual Aftermath gameplay. We're going to be taking a look at the map Azadi Palace, played in Scavenger Mode. So let's take a look, shall we? Hey guys, what's up? Kulprit here. So, first and foremost, I want to say that this is not me playing, obviously. This is my boy Nova Dragon. He was kind enough to send me this footage. He has it on PS3, obviously, and he's been playing it, and he's been kind of giving me some feedback. So, like I asked in the other video, if anybody had access to recording and wanted to send it in, I'll give you a shout out. So, there you go. He's done this for me before with Armor Kill, obviously, so it worked out really well, so we decided to do it again. Keep in mind, he, like me, is a PC player now, so just, you know, cut the critiques on the gameplay. I can't imagine going back and learning the sticks now, so the aim's a little off. You're playing the first map for the first time, so, but basically what I'm using this for is impressions. I'm just kind of getting a feel for the style, the feel of the map, the environment, and he does a really good job doing that. I appreciate him acting almost as a recon for us so that I can bring this video to you guys, and we can talk literally, you know, in a backseat driver sense about the maps, as opposed to me just putting up TDM footage of the old maps and talking about what I think everything is going to be. So I'm just basically going to talk about as he plays. I'm going to talk about some impressions, things that pop out at me. First thing that jumps out at me, well, two things really. The scope and the grandness. I mean, look at this place. I mean, obviously it's a palace. I believe it's a hotel or something. You know, a real opulent hotel, or it was at one point. I don't really know the backstory, but it's immense. You know, big open areas. I mean, obviously it's partially destroyed, but you see, you know, wide hallways, which I love. I love the close quarters fighting, but yet it's on a big scale. You know, there's not going to be, you're not going to be running into your teammates over and over again, that kind of thing. A grenade comes down the hallway, you might be actually able to get away from it. You know, those, instead of those really narrow hallways that we get used to close quarters, I like the grand, big hallways and the huge staircase you can see there. So yeah, the scale, just, it's very big and very overbuilt almost. You know, it does remind me of some of those royal palaces we've kind of seen through the Gulf Wars and things like that. So that's pretty cool. New element we haven't really seen before. Second, and right here's a good time to talk about this, all the change of elevation. You see as he runs across that lot or that parking area, that wide open area. There's not a lot of cover. You know, there's not a lot of things to jump behind and hide. But what there is a lot of little mounds of rubble. There's a lot of ditches, little things, and I'm personally pretty good at, you know, maximizing my cover, using it to the best of my ability. So that's pretty good. You know, jumping prone behind a mound, that kind of thing. So, you know, even the open areas where you normally would find, you know, be left with your ass hanging out and be at, you know, a severe disadvantage, you do have means to kind of get covered, you know, using the terrain, that kind of thing. You know, I love to, you know, you guys know one of my favorite weapons is the AUG. Why is it one of my favorite weapons? Because of the increased movement speed while aiming down sights. Well, in a situation like that, where you find a nice pile of rubble and you're able to strafe up and down, back, up and back, you know, it kind of use the crest of the mound of the rubble to your advantage while shooting, while engaged, can give you a really nice advantage against other guys. So I'm looking forward to using that to my advantage. I apologize. You know, they so often, again, we'll go back to the other maps, you know, when they change elevation, they literally use staircases, floors of buildings, things like that. So it's kind of neat to see them here use more rubble piles and things like that. You know, non-traditional changes of elevation. Like right here, see how he's using the mound to his ability? He actually exposed himself a little too much there. Check this shot out. This to me is awesome. Look at how grand it is, how open, how big, and just the scale. I mean, he's stuck with a pistol here as our, you know, that's just the way Scavenger works, but I can't imagine some gunfights you can have there on, you know, a 32v32 kind of match. It could be insane. Now, a couple things I noticed about Scavenger. First, I didn't know, you know, before I started watching footage, that there were objectives in Scavenger, and I'm not really sure how I am on that. I kind of just assumed it was going to kind of be a TDM format. You just run around with weapons. So, I mean, the objectives is a different wrinkle I wasn't expecting. I mean, I'm always in favor of objectives. I was talking to someone else in the Skype chat. I'm a little concerned because I feel like people are just going to ignore the objectives and play the game basically in a TDM style. So by putting the objectives in, you're almost tying the hand back on someone like me who is going to play the objectives. So now I'm playing two games. Basically, I'm playing the KD TDM, and I'm trying to get the objectives and play to win, where somebody else may not be. But only time will tell. I'm always welcoming another objective game, so I'm kind of excited to try Scavenger. I have some concerns. It doesn't seem, you know, some of the videos I've watched now over the course of the last day or two, it doesn't seem like the weapon spawns change. So is it going to just be a rush for the high-level weapons at the beginning? That could be good and bad, though, because, you know, sure, maybe people are going to know where those are, and there's going to be a rush, but that leaves a tactical control point. You want to control those high weapon spawns. So, you know, on paper, it might not be good. It might seem like it's a little cheesy, but it could end up making, you know, a different element in the game. So that only time will tell. Here you go. Again, big, huge hallways. I mean, you're inside, but you still have that grand feel. You don't feel, you know, you don't feel it choked in like that I felt in close quarters. So I'm really thinking they hit a good mark on this one. They've definitely hit what they were looking for. I mean, the destruction is crazy. And keep in mind, this is on consoles, and I'm not trying to be a hater, but this is gonna look incredible on the PC. So I'm really getting amped to play this. I'm pretty pumped up. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Like I said in my other video, I've really thought about getting premium for the PS3 just to try it, but I just didn't want it to taint my experience, because I would probably get so incredibly frustrated right now trying to go back and play on a console. It's literally, it's been months probably since I played on either console, so I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to hit it hard when it comes out on PC, and I'm really looking forward to it, as I'm sure you guys are too. So this is just the first of a couple videos Nova sent me, so you guys can look forward to a lot more coming your way, and even before release, and then obviously once it releases, I'm going to be giving you my own gameplays that we can sit and talk about. So there you go, guys. That is Azadi Palace in Scavenger Mode. Thanks for watching. Take care.